your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Hawksville High class of '94 doing a good deed and spending time with the kids of the Grandmama Children's Home during their class reunion week. A special give back and fun day was held for the children at the Gully Wash spot in Smiths Point this past Friday. Co-organizers Denise Lewis and Tiffany Ellis described the day as a rewarding experience.
We would give them back to school donations, treat them to a fun-filled day where they can come on out of the home for a day, play some games, do some activities with them, treat them to lunch, and as well as give them some much-needed items for school.
Each child will be walking away with school supplies. They'll have books, pencils, pens, erasers, crayons, activity books, games. So everybody will be walking away with some good stuff in their bags.
Former Principal Hezekiah Dean also encouraging others to do the same.
This class decided to do something for these children, not only because they're from the children's home, but because they are the future. They are the children of tomorrow, and helping them now means you've helped them along the way to do something for the society, which helped you earlier on. I thought that was a good thing.
And now to our Generation Y report. Tonight we introduce you to a young man who was going down the wrong path in life but decided to make a shift and is now making a positive contribution to society. He is encouraging other young men to use his story as a ray of hope, remain focused, and know that they can achieve whatever it is they put their minds to. Italia Hall reports.
Antonio Alden is a power yoga instructor. He offers weekly classes to the public at the Grand Lucine Resort, but that title did not come overnight. He says as a child and as a young adult, he faced many challenges.
I was faced with obstacles due to the fact that my mom passed away when I was born. So a lot of things that were easy for other children to be able to do was actually difficult for me. You know, so I was involved in a life of crime from I was 7 years old, and you know, I've been in and out the judicial system.
Antonio says he was not able to graduate from high school, but 3 years ago things began to shift when he learned that he was having a son.
I was having a son, and I decided that I wanted to, you know, try and turn my life around a bit, just to, you know, preserve my life and become a better person in society, because the road that I was on wasn't really, you know, I didn't see any light at the end of that road. So I just took a stop, took a pause, you know.
The young entrepreneur moved to Canada last year and joined a business management course, a teaching training course, and a yoga training course. He passed all successfully. He says that move helped him to look at life differently, and he says yoga helped him with sleeping disorders as well. After passing those courses, he decided to move back home and start his yoga business.
Monday and Friday, I come out, I do a little 1 hour session on the beach. I have guests that stay on the island because there's not a lot of yoga going on. There are some yoga sessions, but there's not a lot. So I feel like I bring something to the table that isn't there as yet. And I know a lot of guests practice yoga.
He says he offers private sessions as well as group sessions. And for other young people, he says do not give up on yourself, because he never thought he would be teaching yoga at this point in his life.
I'm just glad to see my life actually make a turnaround for the better for once. So I still can't believe it, and I'm just trying to grasp it. It's still really new to me, so it's not like it's easy. It's a struggle sometimes, you know, and I'm just trying to stick it out and put my best foot forward.
and welcome. Daniel writes, Doc, I saw your recent series on diabetes, and I wanted to know, are the symptoms for diabetes the same in children as they are in adults? Daniel, thank you for a great question. Most of us should know by now that diabetes is a chronic condition that affects the way our bodies break down and use the sugar and starch or glucose we eat. Type 2 diabetes is a disease more commonly associated with adults. In fact, it is used to be called adult-onset diabetes. But type 2 diabetes in children and adolescents is on the rise, fueled largely by the obesity epidemic. While most children will show no symptoms, others may experience increased thirst, hunger and urination, weight loss, fatigue, blurred vision, slow healing sores or frequent infections, or areas of dark skin. These dark patches often occur in the armpits or on the neck. If your child or teenager is at risk for type 2 diabetes, encourage him or her to eat healthy foods, get plenty of physical activity, and maintain a healthy weight. If diet and exercise aren't enough, then medication in the form of pills or insulin may be needed. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
So Jay, it's all about basketball. Give us a preview on what is happening.
Yes, last night was simply just standing room as the YMCA Commercial Basketball League got off to game 1 in their championship series, and also tennis coming up real soon right here in Grand Bahama.
I used to play tennis.
Yeah?
No. Stay with us. Jay Philippe has a check on sports when we return. Never.